Lots of thoughts of, is this really worth it? Do I really need to be doing this? Lots of failures along the way. So much I want to give up. Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for being here. My name is Alyssa. I am a mom of 4. We are a blended family living in Nebraska. If you would like to, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. I mostly enjoy sharing about indoor plants, how to care for them. Gardening is definitely a hobby of mine. I also share my health and wellness journey along the way, and honestly, just general lifestyle stuff. So if any of that interests you, go ahead and give me a like, go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and turn the bell on, leave me a comment. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So today my video is going to be about my health journey, my weight loss and wellness journey that I've been on for the last over a year. I'm going to talk about where I started, everything in between, and kind of where I'm at right now. And spoiler alert, I am nowhere near being done. I'm actually in the very beginning stages. I've stopped and started and stopped and started along the last year. And according to the scale, I've actually only lost 15 pounds in the last year. So I say all that to say that my journey has been far from perfect. It continues to be far from perfect. I continue to learn and evolve along the way and figure out what works for me and what doesn't. So don't think you're watching some curated, I lost 60 pounds in the last year or anything like that. Unfortunately, that's not my story yet. And I am just here to kind of connect with those of you who are maybe struggling through the same kind of journey, who have maybe started and gained that momentum and then something happened and you stopped and you're trying to get back into it, or you're just now getting back into it. I am just trying to relate to those of you who are on a real life journey and to take you along with me. So for the last 6.5 years, I have struggled immensely with my weight. It has affected my mental health. I feel like I don't fit into anything. And just in general, I have not liked how I have felt and what I've looked like in my own skin. If you're somebody who can relate to that, let me know in the comments, because we can do this journey together. I decided that, you know what, nobody else has control of this besides me. And if I want to make a change, I'm the one that has to initiate the change. I'm the one that has to put in the hard work. I'm the one that has to put in the dedication. And unfortunately, nobody's coming to save me and do it for me. So with that being said, in September of 2023, which is a little over a year ago, I'm recording this in October of 2024, I decided to go ahead and do something about it. My journey started off really strong, okay? In September, all the way through, I would say maybe February, I was like dedicated. I was going to the gym 5 times a week. I was doing 30-minute workouts. I had it all scheduled out. I was targeting different muscle groups. I was drinking my water. I was counting my calories. I was staying on my nutritional plan. I was doing so well. And then, you know, life happened like it does, and nothing big happened, but I kind of just, a few things happened that pushed me off my routine. And I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I'm the type of person that if I get off of my routine, I have a really hard time jumping back into it and kind of starting where I left off. I envy those people who can just like jump right back into it after being off of a routine for a week, but I'm unfortunately not that person. Around February time, I ended up abandoning everything. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped counting my calories. I stopped making or getting to my step goals. I basically stopped everything. And that really was not good for me, because that led to a lot of discouragement. I was feeling really bad about myself. I was feeling like this whole thing was not attainable. And I was really feeling like I'm never, ever going to lose these 35 plus pounds that I'm aiming to lose. And I guess I should say, by this time I had lost 15 pounds. A lot of that was probably water weight. A lot of times when you start working out and things like that, you'll lose about 10 to 15 pounds pretty quick. And a lot of that is water retention that you have lost. And so that first, 10 to 15 pounds that you lose sometimes comes off pretty quickly when you start moving your body and start staying on a routine and eating healthy and drinking your water and things like that. And then all of a sudden you hit like a plateau because you've lost your water water weight, and now you're working on your actual stored fat that you're trying to lose. And that is where a lot of people get discouraged. And I think that's one thing that happened with me, is that I wasn't seeing the pounds fall off as quickly as I was in the first couple months when I was losing my water weight. So around February time, when all of my routines basically got abandoned by me, I was doing okay. I was maintaining my 15-pound weight loss. I wasn't gaining any of it back. I still haven't gained that 15 pounds back, but I was at a standstill and I surely was not losing any weight at all. And then when I threw away all my routines, definitely wasn't losing anything. And then fast forward to August of this year, which was just a few months ago. School started back up here in our area, and we live about 10 blocks away from the school that my youngest son goes to, and he's in first grade. And so I decided on the very first day of school that him and I were gonna walk to school instead of drive, and we were gonna make it into a walking challenge. And so what this entailed was we were gonna walk to school every single day, and most days, as much as I could, I was gonna walk to pick him up from school in the afternoon and walk back. So what this meant is that when I track it on my Fitbit watch, when I walk him to school and then I walk myself back, that's about 1.25 miles one way. And so if I were to do that in the morning and in the afternoon, I would be about 3 miles per day of walking. Now, my job doesn't always work around picking him up by walking in the afternoon. It is about a 12-minute walk one way. And so sometimes I just can't get off work in time to have that extra 12-minute cushion to be able to walk to get him. Also in the summertime, sometimes here in Nebraska, we had really humid, hot days of a heat index being over 100. And that was a really hot walk back. And so some of those days, just because of the weather, we didn't walk on the way home. My goal though is to intentionally walk at least 2 miles every single day. Now that's not just my Fitbit saying that I walked 2 miles, that's intentional walking. I am proud to say that ever since August 12th of 2024, and it is now October 7th, we have walked to school every single day. And we have walked home from school about 80% of the time. So we have definitely stuck to it. We love our morning walks. If it's something that you are able to swing and you're able to do, I completely recommend it. I also shared a tip on social media on another platform the other day. I was inspired by another mom who I had seen walking her kid to school. Come to find out, she watched me walk all of this time, my kiddo to and from school, and she was inspired by it, but they live really far away from school and it's just not attainable for them to walk that distance. She decided to drive to take her kid to and from school, but instead of pulling right up to the school, she parks like 5 or 6 blocks away, and then she gets that walk in every single day, and they just walk to and from the car. And that was so inspiring to me when she told me about it, because I think that that is a really great lesson in like taking a barrier that is a true barrier and turning it into something that adapts and works for you, for your schedule, for your lifestyle. Maybe you could do something like that. Even if it's just 3 blocks, park 3 blocks away from the school. 3 blocks of walking twice a day is way better than 0. So what are my goals from here, and why am I telling you guys about this? So my goals from here, I will explain in a minute, but the reason why I am sharing this with you guys here on my channel is because I just think that we need more just real life, in the moment, going through the journey of somebody on a health and wellness, weight loss journey, whatever you want to call it, that people can relate to, that are in the thick of it right now. I see so many videos that are great videos, and they're super inspirational, and they're motivating, and they have a lot of great educational content in them and things like that. But I see so many videos of these people who have already, so to speak, crossed that finish line, if you know what I mean. They've already achieved their goals, right? They've already lost the weight that they wanted to lose. They've already been able to stick to the routine for so long. They're now on the other side of it, and they're recounting their journey and sharing it with you guys to inspire and educate you on your own journey. My approach to it is a little bit different in the sense that I am nowhere near being done. I am nowhere near perfection. I don't even really have something to look back on at this point in time to compare in review or anything like that, because the last year of my journey has been very stop and go. And I haven't made a lot of progress, to be honest with you. My goal with sharing this with you guys is to offer you a real life, in the moment, day to day experience of somebody going through it, and maybe you're at the same point and you can follow along. We can cheer each other on, support each other. My advice to you, if you are somebody who is wanting to start a health or wellness journey, weight loss journey, and you don't know where to start, is just to go for it, just to start. Do it messy, do it unprepared, but just start. And I'm talking to myself too when I'm giving you guys this advice, because I need the kick in the butt as well. In my experience, if you just keep planning and making sure everything is super curated and things like that, you're never actually going to start it. And another thing, if you do plan it down to a T and then you fall off even just a little bit, that can become very, very discouraging, and it can really derail you for the whole thing. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't plan days to go work out or anything like that. You should. And for most people that are also parents and have jobs and activities and things like that, you probably are going to have to. But don't make things so strict and stringent. Give it a little bit of leeway, because if you don't, and like I said, you fall off just a tiny bit, it's really easy to just completely fall off and get discouraged and feel like it's just too hard, it's just too demanding, and you won't ever start back up. Think of it like this. Every day you wake up and you decide, you have a choice to prioritize yourself and your health and your goals. And basically every single day, you just have to keep making that decision over and over and over again. That's my journey in a nutshell. I could go on, and there's a lot of more details I could give you guys, but if I did, this video would be like 25 minutes long. I share this with you guys to show you that it's not always easy. There are going to be times where you fall off. There's going to be failure. There's going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be a lot of feeling like defeat and like odds are against you and like you're never going to reach your goal. But I just encourage you to keep going. I think too, it's really easy to get in the mindset of like thinking that it's going to be a lot easier than what it is, because you see people on social media on the other side and they're recounting their journey and they're like, and it just looks so much easier for them, right? It just looks like they did it so much faster and everything just worked out for them and it was just so easy. And I promise you that it probably was not like that. Your health journey will more than likely not be easy or seamless. There will be bumps and valleys and mountains, but I believe in you. I am here for you. I would love to chat about your journey together in the comments. And don't forget, you can follow me on all other social media platforms. I have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Those will be linked down below where you can see my username and go follow me on there. I hope you found this video inspirational or motivational or something of the like. And I would love to hear your questions and comments down below. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing, liking this video, and leaving me a comment, and I will see you in the next one.